Here is West Michigan. We've got some afternoon storms that are moving out of our area after heavy rain, some gusty winds, lots of hail out there.
Many of you sending us pictures of hail that fell from Grand Rapids through Montcalm County, some of it nearing golf ball size. The heavy rain causing flash flooding on some streets in Grand Rapids, stranding cars. And in just moments, you'll hear from one driver whose car is ruined. Storm Team 8 has been on air updating you on the situation all afternoon. And right now, Bill and Kyle are tracking what's next with this. We begin tonight with Bill Steffen.
Well, most of us are in the clear for the early evening as thunderstorms push off to the east of us. We'll take a look at Storm Track Live and show you what's left out there right now. And you can see thunderstorms from Ingham County, Lansing area lifting off toward the Saginaw region, and these will continue to move off toward the northeast. The southern end of this line really has not developed. You can see it tried to develop a few little showers here. There was some hail around Climax Scotts area in eastern Kalamazoo County. These have really not taken off. I can't totally rule out a shower, thundershower parts of the area from Lansing down to about Coldwater East, but most of us will stay dry, and I would expect that we do have a chance of a shower, thundershower later on tonight, but that would not come until after midnight. The watch now has been canceled for Kalamazoo, Berry, Ionia, Montcalm counties. You can see the watch still in effect off to the east. It runs till 8 o'clock, but we should be seeing that wind down here very shortly. Heading out this evening, most of you will stay dry. We'll see temperatures starting out well up into the 80s. We fall back down to the low to mid 70s here by around 11 o'clock. Kyle's here now with more on the storms that we have in our area.
Yeah, starting to wind down. And Bill, as you mentioned, the storm risk really lowering tonight here across West Michigan. There's still a chance that we could see some minor redevelopment here, especially south of I-96. And then later tonight, another thunderstorm or two could roll through West Michigan. But the primary severe weather threat appears to be over as this line all pushes to the east. The National Weather Service has been scaling back counties for that severe thunderstorm watch. And right now, it's only in effect for the eastern side of the state. So that takes us to the severe weather outlook for today here across West Michigan. You can see we're still included, although as Bill and I have addressed, the primary severe weather threat is winding down. Let's look at tomorrow now. Again, the system is going to be with us. We'll have another chance for strong winds, perhaps some large hail once again. And then it's not until Wednesday that the Storm Prediction Center shifts this whole zone to the east of us and the severe weather threat still starts to wind down, although we can't rule out some strong thunderstorms here Wednesday as well. It's going to be a very active weather pattern. If you have outdoor plans, you know, softball league, baseball game, kids activities, you're going to want to keep an eye on the sky. Also your Wood TV 8 app on your smartphone. We have Storm Track Live on there in the latest forecast. It's Thursday. The temperatures start to cool down and skies clear out for the weekend. We'll show you what we mean by that when we come back in a few minutes.
Kyle, thank you. Take a look at the heavy rain that stranded cars and on streets and in parking lots in Grand Rapids. 24-hour News 8's Danny Carlson's live where she spoke with the driver, one driver whose car was ruined. Danny?
Yeah, Brian, it's almost hard to believe that there was such a torrential downpour earlier this afternoon. We look at the sun and there's hardly even a storm cloud in the sky here in Grand Rapids right now, but you can see behind me the aftermath of it. There's still a lot of debris left from a flooded parking lot. You can see that pumps and cleanup crews are here trying to work to clean up Watershouse Apartments. And actually, we also have the video to prove that the parking lot here was completely flooded. Many cars had to be towed away. The entire bottom of many of those flooded. Water was going actually into the car itself and many had to be towed away. Now, why did this happen? Property manager here didn't want to speak to us on camera, but he did say until the city gets here to assess what's going on. But he blames, at least in part, storm drains on Fulton Street on the other side of his property that couldn't handle the water that came down so quickly. Now, we actually did see a photo of what looked like a small waterfall coming over the fence here at Watershouse Apartments from Fulton Street. And again, as we told you, many cars had to be towed away. One owner who spoke to us about the damage, she said that it happened in just about 5 minutes.
I happened the spot right in front is like the prime spot, and so like this morning I was like, oh yes, I got the good spot. It did not work out in my favor, but what are you gonna do?
And that shows you just how specific this flooding was. Actually, the back parking lot where the owner of that car, she says her apartment faces the back, and it was completely dry. And I can tell you, I was on the other side, and the back part of that parking lot was completely dry. Now, about that question about the drains on Fulton Street, I have called several people within the city of Grand Rapids government trying to get answers. We are going to keep working on this story. We'll let you know what we find coming up tonight at 24 Hour News 8 at 10 and 11. Live in Grand Rapids, Danny Carlson, 24 Hour News 8.